Hello, Joe here from Infiniti of Tacoma. Today I'm going to tell you about the stunning 2017 Volvo XC90 T6 Inscription. One beautiful mid-size crossover with third row seating, and it is a luxury crossover. In fact, the XC90 is Volvo's flagship vehicle. And this particular one is a very nice shape. It's an off-lease vehicle we acquired directly from Volvo Financial Services, one owner clean Carfax. We do have a complimentary Carfax report. Was from California, pretty easy climate on cars. This one has 32,268 miles at the time of making this video, and it is equipped with the Inscription Trim Package, which is one of their higher level packages. I think it's not the highest, but it's like maybe the second from the highest. So you have upgraded leather interior versus leatherette, a little bit more adjustability on the seats with the Inscription package. Look at this beautiful open-pore wood trim throughout. I love the clean sheet design of the Volvo. It's that typical understated Scandinavian styling. It's modern, clean, it's not overly cluttered with lots of buttons and stuff. They try to make everything accessible through the infotainment system. Other than that, there's not too much other buttons and stuff, you know, cluttering up the cabin. New style auto-dimming mirror. It's kind of almost like rimless design. Really nice looking, and you have a huge panoramic roof. It opens, and if it gets too bright out, you also have a power sunshade to dim things down. And that is a nice big roof for the second and first and second rows. It'll allow lots of ambient light into the interior. 2017 is a great year for the XC90 because it got a complete redesign in 2016. So 2017 is a good year since sometimes when they have a brand new model, you have to work out some of the kinks. So 16 brand new model, 17 they work some of those kinks out when they do a complete ground up redesign of a vehicle. You have a keyless ignition with start. Well, I was going to say push button start, but it's really not a push button start. It's pretty easy. You twist it that way to stop it, put your foot on the brake, and like that to start it. Electronic parking brake. You have a drive mode selector. This will make changes to steering, transmission shift points, things like that. 8-speed automatic transmission. Nice, easy to use infotainment screen. This has heated and ventilated front seats. It's kind of warm out, so the ventilated seats on, it feels very nice. Very crisp, highly detailed screen. Of course, we have a parking camera as well. We also have the original build sheet on it. So 63,260 original MSRP. So this has a vision package. That was a $1,950 option. And the vision package gives you a blind spot warning with cross traffic alert, power retractable exterior mirrors, automatically dimming exterior mirrors, a 360-degree surround view camera, which we just saw, and then a front fisheye view. Then we have the convenience package as an $1,850 option, giving you pilot assist driver assistance system. So it's kind of like a semi-autonomous system for the highway that will steer the vehicle and the lanes and keep pace with the traffic. And I say semi-autonomous because you still have to pay attention. You still, I think, have to keep your hands on the steering wheel, but that's something that will help battle driver fatigue and take a little bit of the workload off you when you're cruising the highway. Park assist pilot, that's a pretty cool system, so that will help you park this vehicle. It's a little bit bigger vehicle. Whenever you have these crossovers, all these headrests and third rows, you don't have the greatest visibility. So the camera and the park assist is a big help for type maneuvering situations. Digital compass, grocery bag holder, 12-volt power outlet and cargo area, home link, and lane keeping aid is what you get with the convenience package. So those are some of the big ticket items. Forward collision warning, forward emergency braking, lots of great safety features. It even has a off-road, I forget exactly how they described it. It's a so I guess the best way to explain it, if the vehicle automatically veers off-road and it feels a hard suspension impact, like if you drive off the highway or whatever, if you fall asleep. The seats actually have extra cushioning in them to reduce the impact on your spine if there's a hard jolt to the suspension. So if you're, for instance, if you're going on the highway like at 80 miles an hour and then all of a sudden the vehicle veers off on the road, it can be a harsh impact. So those seats have special cushioning inside to help reduce the impact, like on your body and spine, if something like that does happen. Nice digital gauge cluster. It's configurable, so I think you can kind of pick and choose the different information that shows up on there. I have to play with it a little bit more, I think, to kind of figure out exactly how to use it. Really nice, clean design, as I mentioned before. Great color combination too, and silver on black. Silver is such an easy color to take care of. Unlike darker colors, which show scratches and surface imperfections, silver is pretty forgiving. The Inscription also has a unique alloy wheel design. It really is a beautiful automobile, and it looks awesome in silver. Nice, comfortable second row seats. And then you still also benefit from that panoramic roof back here. We have integrated sunshades. This is nice for those youngsters in car seats. We have automatic climate control back here. You can control whether to shut it on or off. Right now it's shut off. So it's you can lock out the rear seat. So if your kids want to mess with the rear climate control and you don't like them, you can lock them out of it. And the space on the third row seats is not too bad as well. All-wheel drive is standard on the XC90. So you have great traction in wet, slippery conditions. You have all-season floor mat package. Then you still have the carpet floor mats. All the seats fold fairly flat, so you have excellent cargo space. Okay. Hands-free lift gate. Of course, this has been serviced and checked by our techs. The brakes are good, the tires are good. All it needs now is a new home. Usually 2017's off-lease aren't going to need a whole lot of work. That's why it's always nice to consider an off-lease vehicle for your next pre-owned car. I really love the styling of the XC90. As I mentioned, it's that clean, modern Scandinavian styling. A little bit of a breath of fresh air if you want something a little bit different than the standard fare luxury SUVs. You know, the Germans and the Japanese are pretty popular. Lexus, Acura, Mercedes, BMW. So if you want to set yourself apart from everyone else, you know, a Volvo XC90 is something a little bit different. There's not as many of them out there as some of the other vehicles. So this XC90 has a really ingenious power plant. It's turbocharged and supercharged. Usually with engines, they either turbocharge them or they supercharge them. They don't do both, but Volvo has developed a new series of engines, kind of more of their top of the line engines that are 4 cylinders, so they're very small in displacement, making them feel efficient, but also very powerful by employing both supercharging and turbocharging. One of the benefits of doing that is with turbocharged engines, usually you get better fuel economy, but you have what you call turbo lag. So you have to rev up the engine to build up turbo boost in order to get that increased power. With supercharging, you don't have turbo lag because the supercharger works off the crankshaft of the engine, so you don't have to build up boost. You have it as soon as the engine's running, but superchargers don't give you as good as fuel economy as turbocharging. So by employing both, you get that low RPM instant torque of a supercharger, but you can also benefit from that increased fuel economy of a turbocharger. So this 4-cylinder engine makes 316 horsepower. That's a good amount of power for a 4-cylinder engine. but it's also pretty fuel efficient. Get up to 25 miles per gallon on the highway, which is not bad for a rather large 3-row SUV, making over 300 horsepower. So really cool power plant, unique to Volvo, excellent fuel efficiency, very quiet. If you're in the market for a luxury crossover, this XC90 is definitely well worth a look. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Thank you so much for taking the time today to watch this video. Hopefully we see you soon, and have a wonderful day.